my last trail run in Örnsköldsvik, and I started downtown and now I climbed up to the yellow trail, or Gula leden as it is called in Swedish. It's sad, but it had to be. I just can't stay with my ex, can't live at her house basically, so I need to leave, and I'm leaving on Friday. This is probably before you even see this, because I won't even have time enough to edit and upload the video before I go. So basically what I did now was that I started downtown in Örnsköldsvik, and I climbed up some stairs, ran past the church, and then I just continued climbing up on the mountain. And then eventually you'll find signs that says Gula leden if you want to run this this trail. You can also check my run. There will be a link to my Strava profile, and from there you can download the GPX file and just follow my tracks. So basically I knew I had one more trail run if I pushed it time-wise before I go, and this is the one. Last trail run in Örnsköldsvik, and I chose to go to a place where I started trail running, and it is this trail. It entails something like 4 kilometers of climbing and then 4 kilometers of descent.
Such a long, long time before the dawn. Speak out, you got to speak out against the madness.
So, first stop was conquered, over there. The second one, you've seen that before, but let me show you the view from up here. Bloody awesome. I've shown you this before as well. I wouldn't have bought the camera and not filmed this, because this is my by far favorite mountain in Örnsköldsvik. It's awesome. So far we've climbed 201 meters in altitude in 2 kilometers roughly. So we're going to go up to the other top and then come back the same way roughly, but we'll probably just skirt around and do a detour of the mountain. I thought that for the last run, perhaps ever, on this mountain, I would go my favorite route, but that wasn't to be. I'm kind of running out of time, so I couldn't go to where I used to live and run the stretch from that side of the mountain. This was the trail where I learned to run. This was basically the first place I went to when I started running. I wanted to get up here and run over the mountain. I thought that was a cool idea, so I wanted to try it out. And basically it was just like love at first sight. Because it was raining heavily and I had just bought some new barefoot shoes, and I was out running in them. Obviously they were slippery, but that made it all the funnier to run up here. Nowadays I wouldn't go up here if it's wet and slippery, because I know better by now. So when I started running up here, I basically just ran for as far as I could, uphill and downhill, and then whenever I became tired, I just stopped, took a breather, and started again. And if the legs started cramping, I would walk the rest of the way. That is how I started running. I had a stab at running when I used to live back in my hometown, Örnsköldsvik, and I was something like 21 years old. I wanted to start running, but back then I had just stopped skateboarding and my knees were kind of blown out at that time. They were worn down, very tired from bombing stairs and, you know, just doing some crazy stuff on the skateboard. For every trick you land on asphalt, and that really worn out my knees. And I guess I got some kind of inflammation in the knees, so I had to stop. So I tried running maybe 1 year later, something like that, and obviously I did not know anything about running techniques. So I just went out, started running. I guess I did some heel strikes all the way around the circuit where I ran, and yeah, knees kind of gave up. So I said, okay, I'm not meant for running, way too heavy to do that. So I never did it until I moved up here, and I spoke with my brother, who is about the same size as me, and I thought, okay, if he can run, and especially if he can run a 55k race, I could be doing the same had I trained properly. So I started reading up on running techniques, and I watched videos on YouTube and stuff, and then I started running basically. Just bought a pair of shoes and I started. Naturally, I bought the same size for my shoes as I have on regular shoes, so I lost a couple of toenails to that before I learned that I needed bigger shoes if I wanted to keep my toenails. And since then I always oversize my shoes, and I haven't lost a toenail ever, not even when I have hit the root really hard or something like that. They basically just bend. So that's the story of my first ever runs in my life. The first one was disastrous and the second one was glorious. All it took to succeed as a runner was some proper reading up on techniques, and then I could start doing it. Weighting in at around 100 kilograms in weight. Now I'm a lot thinner, but I'm not close to where I used to be when I broke my shoulder in February. But when you see my next vlog, since I'm going to be living down in southern Sweden at my mom's house, and I only have mobile broadband, I won't be able to upload any videos this summer. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna study and I'm gonna run and do some traveling this summer, and once I get a stable connection again, I'll start uploading stuff to internet. So then I'll naturally be a lot thinner, since I'll be running the whole summer. There's also a few races I'm going to do. It's just been cleared that I'm going to get a ticket for the High Coast Trail, the trail marathon that I ran last year. So I'm going to do that this year as well. So yeah, we're coming back to the High Coast once more. And then some other news. I've applied for a job in Östersund, which is a town that is fairly close to the Scandic Mountains. It lies something like 100k away from the Scans. So I'll be in snowboard country. Basically, Östersund is something like perhaps the Boulder of Sweden, fairly close to the hills and the mountains, and fairly high mountains at that. So I really look forward to do some trail running over there should I get the job. And I'm going there tomorrow for an interview, so fingers crossed, guys. Hope I get the job. So we made it up to the top of the mountain. Now I'm going to show you the view. Ooh. So that's the town where I've been living for the last 4 years. The time has come to leave this place, unfortunately, but that's life, you know, things happen. So yeah, I absolutely love this place. It's so great. If you're thinking about moving to the northern parts of Sweden, just do it, man. It's awesome up here, especially if you like harsh weather. If you don't, well, maybe you shouldn't come. But you know, in the summer you can wear a t-shirt and not die from sweating. You know, it rarely goes above 25 degrees up here, and well, it does, but it never reaches over 30, I guess. I've experienced one day with temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius. So yeah, so that was it. Now all I have to do is to run 3.5k down the hill again, back to the bicycle. Don't really think I'm gonna be filming the way down because it's just the same trail. But if you're interested in running this stretch, or you like hiking, the run on Strava will be in the video description below. And as always, thank you very much, guys, for watching my videos. I do appreciate it a lot, and I love the sport. So have a good summer. See you sometime around in August, I think. And I'll be back with some race reports, you know, from the summer. So stay tuned and see you guys around.
And it appears to be a long haul. Yes, it does. Appears to be a long haul. Appears to be a long haul. Time, such a long